The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward. I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in for the score. That his 1st touchdown this year. Now for the point after. He's got it. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-Chain. inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Hill brought in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's taken in by Achane. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance for the touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. Oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 14-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a give to Achane. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll look to throw. trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18. At the 31-yard line.
He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Achane. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
The 36-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And that is incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. A first down there on a pickup of 17. Now a give up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They pick up 17 through the air, and that will be a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw again. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Back to the air one more time. Off he goes. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up third down.
Throwing here on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 3rd and 6. He'll get rid of it and complete it. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Now a 3rd and 2. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Back to the air once more on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Has a touchdown. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now a give to Achane, heading right. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They run again with Wright. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back on the ground and back to Wright. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
In motion, it's Waddle. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is caught left side by Waddle. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Handoff here, up the middle, and a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll stick with him again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Off play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it...
That is caught! What a job to keep the play alive for the score. That his second touchdown tonight. The PAT, up and good. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Hill brought in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 11 on that one. That's enough for a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he'll be taken down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in for the touchdown. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the pistol, here's Achan. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
2 yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Back to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
You know, Mike, we all understand that the NFL is a passing league. But typically, when you're backed up this close to your own goal line, you tend to want to keep it on the ground for this very reason. Not only does the play result.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Point after try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the visitors add on to their already sizable lead.
Dolphins 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's taken in by Achan. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And the visitors are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Left side, he's got the Joku. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 37 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now, faking the give. Now, here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify. I mean, to have this type of lead in the fourth quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think could be pretty interesting.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. He's got room at the 30. And he is going to be out of bounds. A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards. Throwing now on first and 10. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, They force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here we go. One final play. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win for our visitors. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my part.